Good afternoon, everyone. Here's our latest video update on the tropics out here in the Western Pacific, and we are continuing to watch a disturbance now being called a tropical depression both by the Japan Meteorological Agency and PAGASA, actually giving it a local name of Bising, located just east of the Bicol region. The system was last located approximately 280 kilometers northwest of Virac, Catanduanes, with maximum winds of 40 to 60 kilometers per hour. Now the system is moving north-northwestward quickly at 25 kilometers per hour. Now looking at this latest satellite image, you can see some sort of circulation here, definitely not looking impressive. This is a very weak cyclone, and again only the JMA and the PAGASA are calling it as a tropical depression. Joint Typhoon Warning Center actually still classifying it as an invest, and have actually downgraded the chances of development to low, citing the lack of improvements over the past 24 hours. And looking at the image here, you can also see that much of the convection associated with this system is located away from the Philippines. The center of circulation is located somewhere over here, but you can see much of the clouds are situated east of that circulation center. And looking at the colored infrared, you can definitely see not a whole lot of convection associated with the system. Definitely nothing on top of that low-level circulation center, so definitely not very organized, and lacking any sort of organized or any banding whatsoever. And you can also see that most of that convection here, again, isn't really impacting parts of the Philippines. In fact, we have nothing in terms of signal warnings. PAGASA have lowered all of the signal warnings they have issued this morning. So we do have a tropical depression, but at this moment not really significantly impacting the country just yet. Some rains have been reported across the Bicol region and parts of Eastern Luzon. In fact, some cities here have recorded as much as 200 millimeters of rainfall over the past 24 hours, especially out here in Aurora provinces and parts of the Bicol region as well. 50 to 100 millimeters, and even parts of the province of Quezon are recording some heavy rains overnight as well. But for the most part, those rains have since subsided. And looking at the latest radar from Virac, you can definitely see those rain clouds located offshore, not impacting any land at this time. We are seeing some isolated rains and thunderstorms impacting Eastern Luzon, looking at the Bagyong radar, but nothing in terms of significant effects over the next few days here. In terms of the heaviest rains, though, again, you can see here in a forecast, much of that is located east of the system, as the tropical depression is located over here and is forecast to move north-northwestward, avoiding the Luzon, and definitely forecast to make a northeasterly turn by Monday and Tuesday away from the country. So not really expecting any heavy rains from the system. You can see here 50 millimeter contour just straddling the eastern coasts, the provinces of Aurora, Isabela, and Cagayan. There may be some cities which could see up to 100 millimeters or more over the next 2 days, but other than that, nothing really significant expected from this system. So aside from the rains, though, we should take note of the the high waves that are accompanied from this circulation. Obviously, we have the system out here in the Philippine Sea, so eastern coast of Luzon extending all the way to Visayas should expect those choppy waves and wave heights of up to 3 to even 4 meters over here. In the South China Sea as well, or the West Philippine Sea, experiencing some strong winds from the northeast monsoon, seeing wave heights of 2 to 3 meters there as well. So definitely choppy waves across the western and eastern seaboards of the Philippines. In terms of the storm itself, again, not really forecast to make landfall here. PAGASA forecasting this to continue moving northwestward and perhaps turning northeastward by tonight and into tomorrow, and then could exit the Philippine Air Responsibility by Monday morning here, again turning away from the country. And the Japan Meteorological Agency here forecasting this by tomorrow. This is your 24-hour forecast. So by tomorrow, Sunday afternoon, expecting the system to move just east of the province of Isabela, but again, not expected to make landfall. Some rains could impact the regions out there, but other than that, should remain storm-free from other parts of the country here. And by Monday afternoon, 48-hour forecast, you can see JMA forecasting this system actually be picked up by a trough of low pressure moving across China right now. An extratropical low is forecast to become out of the system as it gets picked up by the baroclinic zone here, becoming a pretty strong extratropical cyclone, actually moving just south of Japan by Monday and Tuesday. So could bring some rains and even some snow across Honshu as we head into the middle and latter part of next week. Now, as we look at the infrared image across the tropics here, you can see here Tropical Depression Bising moving east of the Philippines, but other than that, not seeing any significant threat over the horizon. Here you can see the intertropical convergence zone has really weakened compared to the past 2 weeks, where it was really active, bringing some heavy rains across the Micronesian islands and even into Mindanao. Remember that rains across the South China Sea have also weakened. So right now, seeing pretty clear weather over the next few days in terms of tropical cyclone activity, and hopefully it should remain that way for the rest of the month of January, but we can never definitely tell. And as always, we'll continue to watch for any significant activity out here in the tropics. But that concludes our video update for today. Check out the links on our video page below, especially the radar links, and also from Pagasa for any latest warnings and forecasts regarding this tropical depression. Stay safe, guys. Have a good night.